Good morning. I just wanted to say hello before I go to bed. I got off work early this morning. And hello out there, Babushka. Hi, Tombo. And hello to all the new subscribers. Thank you for liking and sharing. And remember, too, to continue to ring the bell here. I got off work early because I had had the vaccine taken. Earlier this morning, Francis picked me up. I did a power nap in between shifts. That's something when you work night crew you gotta do. You gotta coordinate your hours, and sometimes you have to sleep before and after if you have an errand to run. But I wanted the Janssen shot. I wanted the one shot. And it was good. It was quick and easy, and it just felt like a little pinprick. Success. And then I got about 7.5 hours of sleep. Absolutely wonderful. I felt good. And then I head out to work, and I bump into my neighbor. Ariel, if you're out there, hello, and thank you. She picked me up because, my work is kind of, no big of a deal to drive. And she dropped me off downtown. But she was near here. Both of us were. And I pointed out, this rings a bell here, this rose bush. And I explained to her that back in 2016, it was February 21st, over the weekend, this young man named Che Taylor, he was parked right near here. And on this very spot, he was unjustly murdered by the cops. Back then, it was a bad neighborhood. Bad neighbors, not everywhere. There's good people here, too, of all backgrounds, races, and nationalities. Different classes, too. But we had some bad people nearby. And the cops tried to hide what they did. But Mr. Taylor, unfortunately for them, had some friends with him and a lot of support. Makes me think about a lot of things, because I was just starting to walk again at that time and going back to my job after my left leg was almost completely paralyzed. I have to walk through here. Yeah, I'm doxing myself, and I don't care. I have to walk through this area to get to my bus stop. It was terrible. Absolutely horrible and unjust, because he was an innocent young man. Someone planted a rose bush here where he died. There were candlelight vigils for weeks on end, and I walked through it. And I was going to labor forums too at the time, and still learning. And really thankful that I was alive. But it was just heart-wrenching. Yeah, it rang a bell. I'm repeating myself because I left work early today. I got delusional and I started feeling feverish symptoms and aches and pains, probably from the vaccine. It'll go away. I rarely ever call out or go home ill. But today was a day when that was necessary. So I'm going to go to bed here real quick. Going back to me sharing this information with my friend is horrible. That's all you can say about it. People brought all kinds of gifts and little mementos here. CDs, little candles, gemstones or rocks and things, pictures. There's a Bible. I brought a book. I wrapped it in plastic. I bought an extra book of Malcom X, Black Liberation and the Road to Workers' Power by Jack Barnes. A wonderful author and a wonderful activist. Wrapped it in plastic and I set it here. The next day, the Bible was still here, but the Malcom X book was gone. Says a lot. I'm glad I got the vaccine today. And I even talked with the lady who administered it. It was really, really quick. I mentioned to her that now in the news, and Lionel Roy in a message confirmed it to me. Yeah, the virus was in major cities all over the world way before December of 2019. Now they're coming out with that, you know, as early as September, it was already in the environment. They just identified it as unknown virus. Gives me a lot to think about. I've been reading and I've been thinking about, you know, if it wasn't for the COVID right now, I would be in school. But again, I'm glad I got the virus shot. No doubt about it. Because in a way, we can overcome a lot with our body. Not everything, but at least we can have a fighting chance. And even though I was already exposed, it was important to do this in order to take care of Francis soon. You know, I have to. And also for my friends, my comrades, the people I love and respect. And what wouldn't anyone do? Love is a word of action. But yeah, in the future, when things start opening up, I think I'm going to take a class. I grew up so dyslexic, and it took me so long to know how to read, to keep the words down, and to contemplate and really know and mentally digest what I was reading. But I ended up doing it. I want to relearn this stuff, and it's hard because I put in so much time at my job and because of what's going on all over the place. And I'm sorry, my health is more important than overworking myself. Things happen in time. Things happen in good time. And how one learns is very, very important. I wanted to show these books. These are very valuable to me. One is from a long time ago, that book there called Blacklist. That's an important book. I studied that about 10 years ago. And then in the middle is the Vygotsky Reader. That man was revolutionary, especially for teachers and educators, because he discovered how the brain, the mind develops as we learn in our environment. And the best way to learn, he calls it scaffolding. And then a current book, and I've been listening to a lot of his words of wisdom. Can't Hurt Me. That's David Goggins. I listen to him while I'm at work, and it motivates me. As far as race and a few other things, him being in the military, we don't have that in common. But there are some things I can relate to with his upbringing and how he was treated in his family. and what he did to overcome, to get through with his life, to succeed. And he's still learning, and he's still succeeding. And he's pretty humble. He doesn't brag and kind of tells it like it is. Very inspiring. I don't know, you know. He talked about an experience that he had where he was in the hospital because of having a heart attack. And he's around my age, maybe a little younger, maybe a little older, I forget. But we're in our late 40s. He said when he was cooped up in the hospital, it gave him time to think and focus on his life and the things that he has accomplished. I can relate to that. I was thinking about that while I was feeling feverish actually tonight at work. And when I feel feverish, I get a little delusional and things pop into my head. Another thing him and I have in common is that Pulaski tool right there, because he's used that even after being a Navy SEAL. He's worked at digging fire trails. I've done that too. A beautiful thing. So I'm going to do whatever it takes. And good things, again, they take time, even if it takes a year or two. And if people don't like it, well, that's their problem. And I move on. So I'm going to go in. I'm tired. I need to sleep. I'm going to drink some more electrolytes. Oh, and I think I hear Gus calling me. But just a little moment in time here. I love you all. And I gotta go. Take care. And I'll upload another video maybe in a couple of days. We'll see how I feel. Take care now. Bye.